Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm John Adams. Our top story this evening, a wildfire flare-up forces closures of parts of Highway 99. We're talking about the South End fire, which sparked early Friday between Canby and Oregon City. It briefly resulted in level 3 evacuations after the fire approached homes on a hill. Ashley Grams is joining us live from the road closure. Ashley, what are you seeing out there?
Well, John, the closure starts here at South End Road, so that's Highway 99 closed in both directions. We're just north of Canby. Now, firefighters say that they're back out here because a flare-up occurred in some roots of an oak tree. Now, I want to show you some video of those firefighters here working in just the last 30 minutes. They were working on a steep hillside. We saw a tanker truck. We also saw a ladder truck out there as well. The Canby fire chief told me this is a small flare-up. They are not evacuating anyone at this time. This fire sparked very early yesterday morning. Fire crews estimated it to be about 5 acres. Now, yesterday there were those level 3 evacuations. Those were downgraded to level 1. And again, they are not reinstating any of those evacuations at this time. Canby fire chief saying this is a small flare up. They're working on it. They have crews out there, a ladder truck, some tankers, some water, all of those things to try to get this road back reopened. Now, Canby Fire District is going to be out here for the next 24 hours or so, continuing to monitor this, make sure there are no other flare-ups. Now, if you do need to travel through this area, I would say go to Trip Check. You can do that online. You can also do that on your phone. There's a map of this area, and you can see if this closure is still in place or when this road has reopened. So again, this is Highway 99 just north of Canby, closed in both directions because of a fire flare-up. John?
All right, Ashley, thank you so much for that update. Great progress was made on the Lee Falls fire burning in Washington County. Now, all of Cherry Grove has been lowered to a level 2 evacuation. Meanwhile, Southwest Lee Falls Road will still be restricted access as crews are still working in the area. On Thursday afternoon, residents were forced out of their homes by the Lee Falls fire. It quickly grew to hundreds of acres in size, but crews have since gotten the upper hand.
Over the last couple of days, we've had 2 to 3 helicopters getting water from Hag Lake and dropping it on the fire, helping those ground crews get the fire controlled.
Despite the fire getting close to homes and other structures, no buildings have been lost in the fire to this point. In Washington, firefighters are busy trying to fight that state's largest wildfire. The Pioneer Fire continues to spread closer to the small town of Stehekin. It's grown to 37,000 acres and is 13% contained. More than 600 firefighters are working to control the fast-moving fire from impacting a town only accessible by boat. While Stehekin is under level 3 go now evacuation orders, people are sticking around to lend a helping hand.
They've rented all my side-by-sides from me up at Stehekin Valley Ranch. They've got their camp set up there. The ranch is preparing meals for them. The Stehekin Pastry Company is preparing meals for them.
No structures have been damaged. Officials say it could take until the end of October to get this fire fully contained. Well, turning now to weather, a nice day in the Portland area today, but you could still see some haze from wildfires burning in the region. Meteorologist Joe Ranieri joining us now. Joe, any relief on the horizon for people affected by these fires?
Yeah, going forward over the next several days, it's probably going to be the coolest stretch of weather we've seen all summer long. And with that cooler weather, we'll also see a chance for some rain showers by the end of next week. But we're going to be looking at below average temperatures starting tomorrow through next week. Still dealing with that smoke and haze. Again, the rain could arrive by Friday and into the first part of next week. And I know that's several days out. Regardless, we are going to be seeing some cooler conditions, and the winds will be light throughout the coast and the valley, but you can kind of see where they pick up near Skamania and throughout the Dalles heading into tomorrow afternoon. Gusts could be anywhere from 25 to 30 miles an hour. That red flag warning that was in place throughout parts of the Columbia River Gorge along I-84 earlier today has expired. Now, for tomorrow, we are going to be waking up to a thin layer of some smoke and haze along the west side of the state. It could even reach out to parts of Newport along the central Oregon coast. But as we go into the later part of the morning and the afternoon, that smoke and haze will finally clear out. So if you've been kind of stuck indoors the last couple of days, tomorrow will be a little bit easier to spend some time outside. Still have some air quality alerts that are up throughout parts of the central and eastern side of the state and into Lane County. In terms of the air quality right now, we're looking at the good to moderate moderate category, and it's expected to stay there for the next few days. But again, that rain is really going to help. But again, that's another several days out. Talk more about that and how much rain we could see in just a few minutes.
All right, Joe, thank you. We'll see you in a few minutes. Police are investigating a stabbing in Northeast Portland that left a man with potentially life-threatening injuries. Officers responded to a call just before 8 this morning on Northeast Killingsworth near Cully Boulevard. There, they found a victim who is now being treated at the hospital and is expected to survive. The suspect or suspects left the scene before police arrived and no arrests have been made. Anyone with information is asked to call police. A man is recovering in the hospital after being attacked at a mountain bike obstacle course in Northeast Portland. Portland police say it happened around 11:30 this morning at Gateway Green on Northeast 92nd Avenue. They believe the suspect used a large knife to attack the victim before fleeing the scene. The victim was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Police have detained a man they believe to be a suspect. The investigation is ongoing.
It's going to take months, like maybe years, to feel normal again.
As a pair of families recover from a fire, they're turning to the community for help. Gresham Fire says an unattended candle at a Fairview apartment is all it took for a building to catch fire. It left at least 2 families displaced.
We were here for 11 years, like 11 years of hard work from my parents, my childhood, like everything was gone in like 5 minutes. And so
Los dueños del apartamento, manager from the apartment, they told me that I can be in the day here, but at night I can't be here. I need to find somewhere to go.
Thankfully, no injuries were reported. Graciella's friend has started a GoFundMe for the family to help with food, clothing, and other expenses. We have a direct link to it on our website if you'd like to make a donation.